Hello YouTube, you joined me today. I've had quite a few requests from people in real life to make more videos, which is new for me, so I'm actually going to do so. First off, those of you who are fans of the facial hair may be pleased, I'm doing Movember. Those of you who aren't, bad news, I'm doing Movember. I somehow ended up being the most senior one at my OTC unit to do it, so I kind of went to the RSM and got it all organised, so now everyone in the unit has to do it my way, so we're making sure we're earning some charity money. My plan, if we hadn't actually got permission to grow tashes, was to have everyone put on a fake tash and do a charity run, because I made sure I got names of everyone interested in, here's my description, making themselves look like a twit for charity. So I was going to make sure I was going to get some charity out of them one way or another. So yeah, link below to my Movember channel. I keep wanting to say it Movember. Not Movember, that's almost right, but Movember, which just sounds very wrong. So I'm trying hard not to say it wrong. It's very difficult the way my mind tries to pronounce things. But on to something easier to pronounce. Beartown, Kodiak Gold, Congleton Rare, sold the Bible to buy a bear. The story goes that the place where this is from, the town of Congleton in Cheshire, which is fairly local, which is why I'm reviewing this brew. It was one of the local brews I saw and picked up. After being granted borough status in 1272, one of the most senior positions within the borough was that of bear warden, whose job it was to oversee the bear baiting which took place at the fairs within the village. Within the town, sorry. The story has it sometimes around 1632 the serving bear warden had insufficient funds to purchase a bear, so rather than face the wrath of the local merrymakers, he decided to buy a bear with money that had been put aside to buy a new Bible for the town hall. Congleton Rare, sold the Bible to buy a bear. So I have quite an affinity for this one because, of course, the local Norfolk regiment, the 9th Foot, was famous for having sold the Bibles issued to them for beer on the Peninsular Campaign, which is why their nickname was the Holy Boys. So in pouring this out, it's got a lovely, crisp, beery smell and just a very pale colour. It's like it describes itself on the side as straw. A nice, very white, clear, crisp coloured head. Oh, I was going to do a whole sniff test, but that was just so appealing. That's a really nice, clean and crisp citrusy beer. It's good. A little light on taste, actually. That I just had a little sip, but it doesn't have. I can still taste it. It's just not got a strong taste to it. It's clean and crisp and clear and refreshing, but it's not actually that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not picking up complex flavours today, but it just seems citrusy, crisp, bitter, very clean taste. It's very pleasant, but it's not one of those multi-layer beers I've found. That's I think it'd be a beer you could drink very quickly. That's very drinkable. It's 4%, so not quite ideal as a session beer, but it's very nice. And it supports Moon Bear Rescue, Asia's Animal Foundation, which is pretty good. Got a few others from the brewery to try, but only one today. It is Very crisp and nice. And on the nose it's quite light. It's quite a light beer overall. It doesn't feel very filling either. It feels crisp and refreshing and a very nice drink, but it's not not a thick, complex beer at all. Like, there's some beers which you can get and they're even a light beer is still full of flavour and a foretaste and an aftertaste. This goes in, it's crisp and refreshing and slightly citrusy, and then leaves with just slightly few more bitter notes, and that's it. But it's good. It's very good. I think it might be a good fish and chips beer. I think it'd be a very good fish and chips beer, not for making the batter, but for going alongside something delicate like fish or chicken. That'd be really nice. So yeah, YouTube, that was just it, a quick video. I wanted to keep in touch with everyone, and yeah, this moustache might not be long for the world. The reason I only started last week, this is 1 week's growth, was because we had Remembrance Sunday, and I obviously couldn't have half a moustache for that. It's just not done. And so started last week, and according to regulations got 2 weeks to grow it, and then the regimental sergeant major is going to have an inspection of us all next weekend, which is going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, especially if it's cold. We have to shave in the middle of the field. Shaving in the field is actually how I learned that getting a ice cold water shave gets you a really good shave, but that's another story for another time. Thanks very much, YouTube. Goodbye.